Hi, you're back. I need to tell you about today. There was a theft in the cages. It's hard to believe, but it's true. My evil arch enemy, Garr Badge, stole my nest. And he didn't stop there. He also stole Tikal's nest and Tycho's nest right out of their cages. I know, I couldn't believe it. Now, their nests weren't nearly as magnificent as mine, but he took them all. I haven't checked my woman's nest yet. I will run uppity stairs when she isn't looking to see if Garr Badge stole that one as well. But first, let me tell you what happened. I've been hard at work on my nest for a week. Every day I faithfully exploded at least one newspaper and formed it into a beautiful nest. I spent hours crafting the perfect nest at the bottom of my cage. Every single shred of newspaper placed just so. Talk about attention to detail. But like any work of art, you are never truly finished, and I continued to work on my masterpiece, hoping that an egg would magically appear. So, this morning, I was minding my own business, working on my nest, and occasionally stepping back to admire my work. My woman was sitting with a book and a cup of coffee. It was a quiet morning. She got a message on her phone. It must have been from the evil Garr Badge, because she stood up, grabbed a big black bag, and she started putting my nest in it. Have you ever seen something so ridiculous? I worked really hard to build that nest. I told her to stop, but she kept on putting my nest in those nasty, nasty black bags. Obviously, this isn't something my woman would just do by herself. I have her much better trained than that. She knows I work hard on my nest and faithfully brings me a daily paper to shred. Maybe it's mind control. That's the explanation. Do you see those two large black bags? That's my nest. Oh, okay, also Tikal and Tycho's nests, but that's not important. My nest is what really matters. I sat with my woman surveying the damage. I needed to go back to my cage, but those big black bags looked very terrifying. I ran past and climbed up my cage as quickly as possible. I know Tycho has bravely attacked black bags before, but I'm not sticking out my neck. That's dangerous. Yep, I'm safe. Back at the cage, I looked at the fresh paper and thought about all of the work I had in front of me. I got right back to it. While I was busy, my woman took the black bags out to Garr Badge. I'm glad that he doesn't come into the house. It's scary enough seeing his black bags in my room. She must be very brave. My woman tries so hard to make it up to me when my nest gets stolen. She put down fresh new paper and even made me a new shredded paper box toy. But it's not the same as my nest. A lot of work goes into it. It will take me weeks to get this right again. How will I ever convince her left knee to lay an egg for me? Fresh, clean, flat newspaper isn't the same thing as a nest. So I started pulling, and I started shredding, and I started twisting, and I started ripping, making sure I got every piece just perfect. Tycho and Thina were also occupied at the bottom of their cages. Tikal was being quite dainty with the paper. I will have to teach him how to rip, tear, and shred paper one of these days. I'm almost finished with this piece of paper. The news about the politics was wonderful. You should try it. It's shredded right there under the grate. I'm working on the sports things section. You can look at it once I'm done. But I'm a little worried. What if we run out of newspaper? What can I use to make up my nest of then? Can't I use those funny colored pieces of paper in your wallet? I think you call them Moni. Those look like great nest material. I know. I'll steal some when you aren't looking. That sounds like a really good idea. Max is really a chatterbox. And he sure goes on about Garr Badge. But he should know by now that nests are taken away regularly. But usually something really good happens when the nest disappears. This time, my Ooman made box toys for each of us. I think I should have gotten all of them. Inside the crunchy cardboard box was colorful shredded paper and all sorts of tasty treats. Since I'm such a good sport, I showed her that I appreciated her work by paying lots and lots and lots of attention to the new toy. I rather like these boxes. A nice size, they rattle with treats, and give an opportunity to do a bit of good old-fashioned foraging. If only there was some way to hold down the box while I take my frustration out on it. That shredded paper makes a great nest, and it's hiding. There has got to be a better way to get things out of this box. Hello? Open up in there. I want the treats. As I worked on the box, I noticed that the camera was pointed at me. Again? Ooman! How many times have I told you to keep that camera away from my cage? I'm not going to work on a nest while the world is watching. African gray nests are a trade secret. You of all people should appreciate that. Has the evil Garr Badge ever come to your cage and stolen your nest? Tell me about it in the comment section below. In the meantime, beak that subscribe button right over there so you don't miss hearing about my day. Share my video on Facebeak to warn all of your friends about the evil Garr Badge. Keep your cages safe, my friends, and in the spirit of spring, build a nest you can be proud of.